Hi guys, back to the second game of our quarterfinal. As you see, I've recovered from Nurgle's disease, so hopefully nothing will stop us to conclude the quarterfinals. Okay, in today's second game, you will see the Tyranids against the Slaanesh Space Marines. And it's a great honor for me because back then, in I think it was 1995 something, I started with 40k, and the first army I played were actually Tyranids. So I'm very proud that I can field today the Tyranids against Marcus Slaanesh Marines. Okay, guys, that's the 1000 point of Tyranids. Yeah, you have noticed it's a lot of miniatures. And the small army is led by a Hive Tyrant, of course, which is also a level 4 Psyker, but only has one psychic power. It's the Psychic Scream, which won't be very useful today because my opponent doesn't field a Psyker. The second character is Lictor, which I can set up with the infiltration special rule. Then I have a lot of squads. First, a squad of termagants with flash borers. Furthermore, a squad of homogons, which are really very fast and agile, so they can cover a lot of ground really fast. And the last 4 squads I have are 4 gargoyle brutes, 4 squads consisting of 6 gargoyles each. Okay, that's the 1000 point of Tyranids, which will battle against the Slaanesh forces, which will be presented by Marcus soon.
Okay, and here are around 990 somewhat points of Slaanesh. All of these models are from Alex, beautifully painted, some even by yourself. Let's start with the Dreadnought. I think I've got 2 Dreadnoughts, you've got about 5 or 6, but we don't have...
we don't have actual Slaanesh Dreadnought, so we decided to pick up the
Night Lord one.
Dreadnought.
It's a cool old metal model.
Yeah.
It'll have
at me in case of.
It'll have a twin-linked Reaper autocannon, and as always a claw in the other hand. I'll have 2 squads of Noise Marines with sonic blasters and a single blast marker. Let's say it's the longer one. Squad of 4 and a squad of 5 sonic blasters and a blast master. I've got 6 demonettes and 1 army commander
on a steed of Slaanesh.
Yeah, steed of Slaanesh.
And the demons, how do you have to summon them?
I get summoning points by forcing you to take leadership tests, break tests, terror tests, fear tests, stuff like that. I'm a little unlucky. Yeah, most of your troops will be immune to psychology most of the time.
If they are on the 18 inch of the Hive Tyrant.
If I force you to do a break test, I'll get half of your leadership points. And if the models forcing you to take a leadership test have the mark of Slaanesh, I get double. So if I force your gargoyles to take a leadership test with the Noise Marines, I get 5 summoning points.
Okay.
And I only need 12 points.
Okay.
But I think the only chance to win this game is to kill your army commander. Okay, let's see.
Okay, guys, the 2 forces have deployed. First, the Tyranids. I've put the 4 brutes of gargoyles behind the front line so they can rise to the air and perform a flying high action. Whereas the homogons and the termagants build a solid front line which will march towards the enemy. The Hive Tyrant is hidden behind the container so that he can't be shot in the first round. And the Lictor I put up in secrecy So it's a little surprise for Marcus when he appears. Yeah, well, Marcus, maybe you can tell something to your army.
I placed him right in the middle and even alone, because there are not many creatures able to shoot at him at the moment, only the Hive Tyrant, if I'm right.
But he's only a range of 18 inch, so
he shouldn't die.
no chance.
My Dreadnought over there, together with the smaller squad, they should be able to cover this possible webway portal. And the other one, at the right side of the table, they've got lots of firepower until the gargoyles come down. And the larger squad over there. So I would be able to summon my Demonites there, right in the middle, because the army commander have got the mark of Slaanesh as well, or at the right side.
Yeah.
Which leaves me with some options, all of them futile if I don't succeed in killing your Hive Tyrant.
Okay, and I have already rolled for the Tyranid event table.
Mm-hmm. First of all, my strategy card was rubbish. As most of my guys don't have to take any fear or breakout terror tests
because they have the mark of Slaanesh. So.
Whereas the Tyranid chart proved to be really great. My army commander hates the enemy, has got hatred. The Dreadnought has got corrosive damage, which will result in a D3 roll on a randomly chosen location. And in my turn, the only thing we can ignore is we can't take anymore.
Yeah, it was for a Noise Marine squad, but it doesn't matter because they're immune to psychology. Okay, I think we can roll off for the start of the game.
Yeah.
I've got a 6.
And I've got a 5.
So okay, so the Slaanesh Noise Marines start the battle, and we'll be back after the first round of the battle.
After a bad start, the beginning of the turn started with a dice roll for the corrosive damage, and it was a 2 on the body, which says the case Space Marine controlling the Dreadnought is badly wounded. All of the Dreadnought's characteristics are halved for the rest of the game. It only stumbled 3 inches towards the enemy. All of them moved except the heavy weapon, the Blastmaster, and most of them are going to try and fire at the Homer guns. My army commander moved in order to get into cover behind the rocks, and they even ran because they wouldn't have been able to target much. So let's start with the most important one, with the Blastmaster. I've got a ballistic skill of 4, which means I hit him a 3+, but I hope this one will scatter onto the gargoyles. So let's hope for a roll of 1 or 2.
Maybe hit and misfire.
1, that's great.
Now the artillery dice and...
so it's this one, which is to be seen between... Yeah, you're right. I
hit and misfire, Marcus. That
I'm good at doing stuff like this. Come on. Okay, so there should be 1.5 covered. Yeah, or is it 2 half?
I would say 2 half.
Okay.
Oh no, not this.
Okay.
This.
So it's so
kind of
4
plus there
plus.
is? None. No. Okay. Very good for me. Okay, then it is Sonic. Two Sonic.
They'll hit
blasters.
Yeah. They'll hit on 3+ as well, and each of them has got none of them would have had
a good start
and fire dice. And then on we go with the twin linked autocannon.
But it's only on a 4+ because of his characteristics, which are half, but he hits.
It's kind of
nevertheless.
And I've got 2 dice.
Yeah.
3.
3 hits in total.
Yeah, let's say 3 different ones.
Okay.
All of them are 2+, 2 of them.
Okay. 2 of them are dead.
That's it for my shooting.
That was the shooting.
You can roll for...
No. There's no psychic phase, no hand-to-hand combat.
At the moment. I'll get some psychers later on, maybe. Yeah.
Oh, the demo nets. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Okay. That was the first round of the Chaos Marines.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, that's the end of the first round of the Tyranids. The 4 broods of gargoyles all went high in the air. Left them on the table, but they are flying high above the battlefield. The hive turret remained stationary, whereas the homogons and the termagants moved a little bit to the center of the battlefield. And yeah, that was the first round of the turrets. No shooting, no hand-to-hand combat, no psychic phase, and we'll back at the end of the second turn of the Chaos Marines.
Okay, that's the end of the movement phase of my second turn. The Dreadnought just stepped at the side with 3 inches. He can now move any longer. They just moved a little or didn't move at all in order to be able to shoot. My army commander remained where he was, and they ran another 8 inches. So now I could easily fall back to this one within 1 round. And I think if I run the 4th, 5th and 6th turn, I should be able to cover this point. And the other one in the enemy zone should could be reached by my army commander on a steed, because the steed can run 24. Okay, let's do some shooting. Last time I was lucky with my heavy corroded dreadnought.
Okay. Once again against the homogons?
Yeah, on a 3.
No.
And I've got a combi weapon, bolt gun, melter gun in the power claw. I'll try this one. 24, yeah.
So bolt gun, yeah. Okay, 2 hit.
I'll try. It's 1 hit and then it's bolt gun, melter gun on one of them. Shouldn't survive that.
No.
Oh, I'm unlucky.
Okay, then 3 Noise Marines with Thonic Blasters and 1 with Blastmaster.
Okay, let's do the normal ones first.
Okay.
All of them will hit on a 3. Oh, this time all of them hit. So I've got 6 sustained fire dice.
That's a lot.
First 3. No jam. Second one, 2 and a jam.
So 5 hits in total so far.
And the last one,
4. 9 hits. That's
9
a lot.
hits. 9 hits. Strength 4 versus toughness 3. All of them on a 3 plus, and you've got no 5, let's say these ones, and you've got no armor save left. But luckily you don't have to take a break test, because I think you're still easily within 18 inches of your army commander.
Yeah.
And the Blastmaster on this one, I think they don't have target test, although they have heavy weapons. 5. So this one and this one should be covered, or should be within half because of squad currency on a 4 plus. No, so it's only this one on a 2 plus. Yeah.
Okay, I think that was the shooting phase.
No psychic phase. That's the end of my second turn.
Okay, end of the movement phase of the Tyranid second turn. 1 Gargoyle Brute came down for this Sonic Marine squad. 1 other Gargoyle Brute came down for this Sonic Marine squad. The other 2 Gargoyle Brutes remained in high air at the moment. The Termagants remained stationary. The Homogons moved slightly into the ruins. And the Hive Tyrant remained stationary, as well as the Lictor. And yeah, that was the movement. And now on to the shooting. Maybe you can hold the camera, Marcus.
I'm not scared of them. I think they are really looking forward to the thrilling experience of being burnt a little.
Yeah, so let's start. Okay.
It's got 2.
Maybe those 2?
Yeah.
Okay, they had a strength of 3
So it's 5 plus.
and a toughness of 4, so 5 plus 2 wound.
Yeah.
So none.
The second one has got 2.
Those 2. Okay, 1 is hit.
So I've got a 5 plus armor save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
Third one.
third
2.
one. 1 hit.
Need a 5. No, the first one is dead.
First one is dead.
Now it's the fourth. Yeah.
It's only 1. No. This one, those 2.
Okay. So 2 dice.
No. And the last one, those 2. 1 is burned and didn't save. So you have to roll by on a 1, 2, 3. It's the blast master.
Who's dead?
No.
Okay, so the other one is dead. 2 casualties.
Yeah. And we go on to the next flaming experience.
Yeah.
Okay, the first one.
I think the outcome was average.
Those 2.
Okay.
No
None.
hit.
The second of you.
The same. Oh, 2 hits.
Let's try 2 armor saves. 2 are dead. Okay. That's bad.
But luckily it's the champ as well.
Oh.
Okay, this
Number
third
3.
one, only 1. Yeah.
I think they are
No.
dead. Yeah. And you've got
Maybe it's out of range. And I think those 2
last
on the
2.
last one.
2 on the blast
So
master. None of
no
them.
hit.
Okay, 5 casualties.
3 are down. That's quite successful for only 2 brutes. Which
this was great.
Down.
And you've got 2 brutes left to secure the vital objective, the webway portal.
Don't have to take a break test because of the mark of Slaanesh.
I hope they'll need to take break tests
Soon.
after I turn around the dreadnought and shoot at them.
Okay, then we'll back at the end of the
Third turn of my...
third turn of the...
Okay, the remaining guy remained behind the wall in order to be able to use his blast master onto the gargoyles who've just killed his battle brethren. The dreadnought turned in order to fire all of his weapons at these. I hope he'll hit this time. And they've just turned to use their sonic blasters onto the brood. Let's start with them.
There are 2 Marines with sonic blasters.
Yeah. So 2 normal ones first. I've got +1 at a short range up to 12 inches, but you moved more. You're fast. So I think they'll hit on a 3+. No. The other one hit. Succeeded. So we've got 2 dice, 3 hits at a 3+.
And 2 on 1 or?
No, on separate ones.
Okay.
I'd say 3.
Yep.
Only 1.
Only 1 hit.
And I'm sure I've got strength 4 and you've got toughness, so it's only 1 dead.
Okay.
And the blast master. That's really bad. I wanted a break test.
Yeah,
okay. If he shoots on this one, these 2 should be covered.
But that's the closest target, this one, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
4.
So 1.5. So 4
plus
for the second one.
Yeah.
Okay, both are beneath the
this
template.
time or 2+. Oh.
Okay, 1 is killed.
So 2 out of somewhat are more than 25%.
So I have to do a break test because they are not in range of the hive tyrant. So come on, gargoyles! Oh no! So okay, they are fleeing the battlefield
towards the next cover of
and
Flying
you
High. I don't know what.
Some summoning points, I think.
I got 5. Normally it'll be half of your leadership, 2.5.
Okay, but it's because they have the mark of Slaanesh. Okay.
The first 5 summoning points. Would you like to do Flying High or towards the next cover?
Yeah, they perform Flying High action.
Okay, so let's leave them here.
Yeah, but are out of...
this one just dropped.
But are broken, so I have to try to rally them in a further rally phase.
Okay, first 5 summoning points. I need 12. Okay, he's going to use his bolt gun and the built-in melter gun on the one.
The combi bolter,
the one closest to him. Yep, I'm lucky. 2+ for the melter gun. Yeah.
That.
So overkill. No. Place it over there. And the
twin-linked autocam.
I'm going to shoot at them.
Okay. No.
No, and the Blastmaster on this one. Yep. This time.
Okay, 1 and 2.5.
No. So 2 and 4 plus. Both.
All three are down.
On 2 plus.
2 wound, yeah.
All of them.
Okay.
That's great. It's another.
So only 2 left. So I have to perform another practice for the second squad, which they don't pass as well.
That's great.
So you have 10 summoning points in total. And they are broken as well, so they do a flying high performance.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's the end of the third round of the Chaos Marines. Okay, guys, that's the end of the third turn of the Tyranids. Not much has happened. My 2 remaining brutes of gargoyles remained in high orbit, and the Hormagaunts, as well as the Termagants, the Lictor, and the Hive Tyrant remain stationary, because I have to figure out where the portal will appear at the end of this round, and then move the appropriate troops into the correct direction. So there's no shooting, no hand-to-hand combat, it's just a rally phase. I'm trying to rally my brood of 4 gargoyles. Yeah, they're rallied. And I have to rally my brood containing only of 2 gargoyles. And they're still broken in high orbit. Okay, that's fine, because next turn I have a maximum of 3 broods ready to unleash some flaming experience to the Slaanesh Chaos Space Marines. And I think now we have to roll for the webway portal. I would say
1
on your half, 2, 3, and 4. So let's see.
1.
Okay, it's again as the last quarterfinal at this part of the battlefield. And I think it's the best position for your troops, to be honest. But your army commander is nearby.
If I had the opportunity to choose, I would have chosen this, because it's the furthest from your army commander.
Yeah.
I think he might be there a little sooner, unluckily.
Okay. That's the end of the third turn, and we'll back at the end of the fourth turn of the Chaos Marines.
Okay, that's the end of my 4th movement phase. I will shoot with him later on. The Dreadnought ran 6 instead of 12 inches towards the webway portal. It's well over 200 points. So if you don't get there with your Hive Tyrant, I think your chances are slim. My army commander remained where he is, because with a maximum movement of 24, he should be able to cover this distance soon. And they dared to run instead of going on Overwatch. I hope at least one of them remains after the flames of your gargoyles till the next turn. And as we don't
only Norse Marine can shoot.
Okay, he'll try. He said with a -1. No. So it scatters.
Come on, hit this fire, Marcus.
This time it'll explode, killing him. Okay. It was on the first one. 2 inches.
I think that's the second one, which is beneath the template. This one.
Is there another one? This one should be covered off.
Okay.
Okay, 4 plus for this one, because it's squad currency. Yeah.
So both.
2 of them are 2 plus. 2 dead. But you don't.
It's still in
have to take a break
range of the hive mind.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the end of the 4th round.
And we'll be back after the movement phase of your 4th round.
Okay, guys, that's the end of the 4th round of the Tyranids. Now, a lot of things happened. 1 gargoyle brood swept down to flame the remaining Noise Marine, hopefully. The Hormagaunts accelerated to full speed and traveled in this direction as well, exactly. And quite surprised for Marcus, the Lictor, which have been hidden in the forest, disguised himself and leaped outside the forest to reach the mission objective, whereas the Hive Tyrant and the Termagants swept around the battlefield as well in order to travel to the critical mission objective. One other brood of gargoyles went down, hopefully flaming the remaining Noise Marines, at least harming them a little bit. So I still have one complete gargoyle brood in high orbit and one gargoyle brood containing of 2 gargoyles which are still broken. Okay, so to the shooting phase, the 4 gargoyles each flame onto the remaining Noise Marine. That are 4 dice, and on a 5+,
he's wounded.
The Noise Marine is wounded. So 2 times.
So I'd need
a 4+ armor save.
5 and 6. No, which other?
No, okay, that's excellent.
No.
So the squad is completely wiped out. And here, I think the first one covers 2.
Well, let's say 3.
3, okay.
Okay, 3 rolls.
5+.
Yeah.
So 1 wounded.
No.
1 saved. The second one. 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
No. Third one. Yes.
No.
And then I have 3 remaining gargoyles. So 3 wounds on a 5+. No wound. Okay.
So 1 remains.
So 1 remains. And I think that was the shooting phase. Now, I don't know if you want to summon some demons in the psychic phase now, in my psychic phase. Or do you want to wait that your army commander maybe is closer to the...
I think I'm going to summon 3 of them. The first 3 of them.
Okay.
I've got 10 summoning points.
Do we have
which is insufficient for all of them anyway, and I have to do at least 3.
Okay.
They have to be within 2 inches. I could choose
with the
between
mark of
this one.
Slaanesh, yeah.
He's died, and my army commander.
Maybe it's a good idea to put at least
and now
3
I
at
can
a time.
now I can charge and do stuff because the next turn, or my turn is next.
Yeah. Okay, then the last thing I will do in my turn is to try to rally the 2 remaining gargoyles, which are in high orbit broken.
No.
And no, almost. Okay, they're still broken, and we're back at the end of the 5th round of the Chaos Space Marines.
Okay, welcome back. At the end of my 5th movement phase, my army commander leapt over to the webway portal. He staggered back only 3 inches in order to be able to shoot both of his weapons. The summoned demons. First I thought about maybe even charging the lictor, but then I saw that they had a weapon skill 6 but only movement 4. So I had them move over there, but in the end I think they will be flamed down by the gargoyles, and they've only got toughness 3. They would have been great close combat fighters with weapon skill 6, strength 5, 3 attacks and stuff like that. And he turned and will try his luck. Maybe he'll force them into the
Hits 2 of them.
leadership or break test. Okay, to hit. 1. No, that's bad. He should have used his bolt pistol.
Yeah, but with a 1, he had neither.
Okay.
Okay,
And
the Dreadnought.
1 for the combi weapon bolter melter gun on one of them. 5 hit. Strength toughness bolter. Yeah.
Okay,
So
one
there's
dead.
there's no need for the melter gun. Yeah.
Okay, then the twin autocan to hit.
Twin autocan on a 4+. Yep. 2 sustain fire dice. You're not dead yet. I re-roll 1. Maybe I'm lucky. Yeah.
No. Okay, 2 hits.
Yeah.
2 times 2+, 2 wound.
Ah.
Whoa!
Oh. This time I could have forced you to take a break test and gain another
But no break test.
5 summoning points. But
Okay.
no, only 3 summoning
One
points
homicide.
because he doesn't have the mark of Slaanesh.
But it would have been enough because you still have 5 summoning points. You just need 1 to summon the other 3 demons. Okay.
Okay.
That was your turn, I think.
Yeah. We could
I try.
deal psychic cards because
Yeah.
at the moment I've got Psychus.
But can I do a psychic power? Is
Mhm.
there something in range?
Just in case of close combat. It's a close combat psychic power they have.
Yeah, but it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. But next turn.
Mhm.
Okay, then I roll again at the rally phase for my remaining 2 gargoyles, which are broken. And they rallied. Very good.
Yeah.
Fly back to the battlefield. Okay, and we're back at the end of the 5th turn of the Tyranids. Okay, guys, that's the end of the 5th round of the Tyranids, the movement phase. Almost everything come down from high orbit or ran towards the mission objective. You will see it in a more detailed way when we will shoot. And we'll start the shooting over here.
Yeah.
The 6 remaining gargoyles position themselves in this way that they are able to hit the last Slaanesh Marine. So that means 6 dice on a 5+. So that's
4 of them.
4 of them. That's very good. So 4 times 4+. No. Okay, he's dead. Okay. What's going to happen here? I have 2 gargoyles which flame to the 3 demonids.
I think they get all of them.
Yeah. The first one,
they can do 6 dice.
3 only.
For both of them.
So they have 4+ to wound this time.
Yeah.
So 1 is wounded. They have 4+ demonic save. Yes. And the second gargoyle, 2 are wounded. So 1 demonid is down.
Yeah.
And then we have another 4 gargoyles. I think they are both beneath the template from all of them. Yeah. So the first one, 4+, 1 hit.
On a 4+. Yeah.
The second one, no. Third one, 1. No. Okay, and the last gargoyle, it wounds.
Yep.
And it survived. Very good, sir. One demonid left. And then I have positioned the last gargoyle squad in this way that they both hit once the army commander.
So you've got 6 rolls on my army commander. Strength 3 versus toughness 5 is 6+, I think.
6+ to wound. That means no wound done to the army commander. And I think that was the shooting, and we're back at the last turn of the Chaos Marines.
Okay, my Dreadnought staggered back within 3 inches of the webway portal, so that his 200 and somewhat points count, and he'll shoot both of his weapons at them, hopefully forcing them into a break test. My army commander remained where he was. I think he should be able to kill one of them with his bolt pistol, whereas the demonid charged them 1 out of 4.
In order to force a break test. Sure.
Okay, let's do some shooting.
Okay, the Dreadnought first.
I start with the Dreadnought, his bolt and meltagun combi onto one of them. Yep. Bolter. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
One of them is dead. And the Reaper autocannon. The twin.
Twin autocannon.
Yeah.
Twinning autocannon. Can we
Reroll
roll
this
the
one.
jam?
4 hits.
Would be sufficient
Great.
for all of them.
Yeah.
Okay,
I hope
4
so.
times 2+ to wound.
All of them.
Okay, completely wiped out the Homogen squad.
So it's no break test.
Excellent, Marcus. No break. Unfortunately,
bait work.
no summoning points gained. That's a pity, because you could have summoned some demons in your psychic phase, but at least this time. Okay.
Okay. And now we are...
The army commander can shoot.
Genau. On a 2+ on one of these gargoyles with his bolt pistol. Yep. Strength toughness 4 versus toughness 3 is 3+. Let's re-roll it. No. And my
No
demonid,
break test as well.
and my demonid, but she can't fail. It's a weapon skill of 6, 3 attack dice, and I charged. Yeah. 6 plus 6 is 12,
Yeah,
charging
okay.
is 13.
Gargoyle is down.
Yeah, just remove it and take a break test.
Oh no. Oh no, they're broken.
So,
okay, the 3 is in the air and it won't come back in this game. You can remove it for good. Because it's the 6th round, so it can rally at the end of my turn, but then the battle is over at this point.
And I'll do a follow-up move over there.
Okay.
And because of all the additional 2.5 rounded 3 points earned, I've now got 13 summoning points and enough.
But we have to do the psychic phase, because if I got energy drain, then you can't summon a demon. So you roll for the psychic phase.
But now 2 dice.
Okay, that's 6 warp cards in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, do we play any psychic powers? No?
I don't think so. And I don't think I'll have... I summon my psychers, because if I summon them at the end of your 6th phase, you can't strike back. And I've got at least, let's say, 75 additional victory points.
It's your decision.
I hope the only problem is, will
If
my
the army commander survive,
yeah,
but if he dies, it doesn't matter anyway.
Okay.
Okay, that's the end of your last turn of you. Okay.
Now it's time for your 6th.
Okay, guys, the decisive round of the game has commenced. Yeah, the whole Tyranid army has charged or ran towards the mission objective. Although it looks very weird, only one close combat will take place, to be honest, and that's the Lictor who charged the remaining Demonet. But first of all, I shoot with the remaining 8 gargoyles onto your army commander. So that are 8 dice, and I will wound on a 6+. And maybe, if I'm lucky, he displaces out of the critical mission objective. That's my first idea behind this. So, okay, that's 1 wound cost.
So I've got a 2+ power armor save because of the cavalry rules.
So -2.
So it should
be a 4+ armor save.
4+ armor save.
Which he managed to get. So that is good for you, because he remained where he is. And I think that was the shooting phase. And now onto the close combat phase, the Lictor versus the Demonet. So I got a battle skill of 7 and have 4 attack dice. And I've charged. So I've got 5 plus 7 is 12, charging 13.
You've got more than me. I've only got 4 plus 6 is 10.
Okay, I have 3 hits.
3 hits on my toughness 3 should be
means strength 6, so 2+ to wound to Demonet. So 3 wounds, but you have a 4+ unmodified demonic aura save.
Okay, that's right, but I won't make this one.
Oh, the last. Almost.
Nearly succeeded.
Almost. Okay, I could do a follow-up move, but it doesn't make sense because it's the last turn of the game.
So, last is our psychic phase.
At the moment, the Tyranid player, I have more points in the area of 3 inch, but we have 1 psychic phase left, and Marcus has gained enough summoning points to probably summon some
the last 3 demons, which are well over 100 points.
So we will roll. So 4 warp cards are dealt. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and now hopefully I have the energy drain card.
I don't have it, so you could be lucky.
No, I have it. Don't have it as well.
Okay, I don't have it neither.
So you summon your 3 remaining Demonets. within 2 inch of your army commander, so they are well within the 3 inch of the.
So here you go, baby.
Just put them down. So now it's very complicated because we have to check the total victory points, because I have my Termagants inside, but he has his Demonids. So we'll check the victory points and then we will reveal the victor of the game. Okay, guys, we are back.
Having figured out the point value within 3 inches of the webway portal, which has been placed and moved and stuff like that, it was really extremely close, around 488 point value and 471. So we decided to play another round.
So it's gonna to have this time overtime. So we play one additional round and we will see which army will prevail.
I hope we get additional likes for this one.
Okay, so we turn the round counter to...
Never been before.
To 7. But I think we're in the quarterfinals, so we should go for overtime in this case. Okay, it's the first additional round of the Chaos player, and we will back at the end, or maybe you only have 5 miniatures left, so you can maybe move or shoot them or move them in close combat as you wish.
Okay.
You have 1 Dreadnought, the army commander, and 3 Demonids.
I think my Dreadnought is better off shooting than trying to do some close combat.
Because of his halved
So
characteristics.
Just turn and shoot at the Termagants. I like to
Okay, there's 3 Demonids.
Yeah. I use the army commander and the 3 Demonids.
To charge a Lictor? Okay. Well, that's maybe a good decision.
Because it's about 100 and somewhat points less for you. And afterwards, I think, I hope I'll survive the onslaught of your Hive Tyrant.
Okay,
but
let's do it.
If I place them right, he can't harm my army commander. Okay, let's see.
Okay, first the shooting of the Dreadnought.
The combi weapon first. Bolter and melter gun. Yep. Bolter. Strength 4 versus toughness 3. One of the Termagants is dead. And the twin linked autocannon. No. So, first Demonette. 3 attacks. I charged this time. So I've got 7 and you've got 7 and I've got you 1, but you've got a 6. I've got 4 and 6 is 10, charging 11,
I've got
12,
13.
You've got 13, you've got
So
1 hit.
2 plus 2 wound, yes.
And I've got a 4
plus demonic save. Yeah.
This time I'm lucky.
Okay.
The second one.
1 additional attack dice. Oh, that's good. 3 6s.
I shall die.
Come on.
But at least no 1. I've got 6 plus 6 is 12, charging 13, being the second is 14.
I've got 15. So
Got
just 1 hit. Yeah, it's wounded.
And another 4 plus. I hope
It's not saved, so 1 Demonite out of 3 dead. And the last Demonite. Oh. So I have a total combat score of 11.
But no ones. I've got 1 for
11, 12.
So I've got 6 plus 6 is 12, charging 13, 14, 15, 16.
Okay. I have 12.
And
So
you've got toughness.
4 hits.
Toughness
The
5, I
Lictor
think.
has a toughness of 5.
And I've got a strength 5, so it's 4 plus. One of them. You've got here 5 plus
5
dodge.
plus dodge. Yep.
So now we've got my army commander.
But do I have to dodge now?
It's you don't displace, it's just a dodge.
Okay, he's just
He would
moved
have
slightly.
been moved at the edge of template weapons.
Okay, yeah, okay,
But
yeah.
in this
Yeah,
way it's
yeah,
just-
yeah. Okay.
Okay, here's my army commander.
Then I
This
think-
is 4 plus another 3 for the attackers.
That will be too much for the Lictor.
And I can parry, so I've got 3, 4 plus 3.
Okay, I roll first. I've got
And please parry one of the 6s.
Okay, sure.
And I'll use sword and power fist.
Okay, I have 13 in total.
So I've got 6 plus 7 is
13.
13, charging 14.
15.
Second 6 is 15.
Plus 3.
Plus 3 is 18.
18. I've got 13. So that's a total of 5 hits with the power fist. So 2 plus 2 wound. So only a miracle can
All
save
of
me.
them, 5 wounds. And you've got 5 dodges on 5 plus, I think. One of them.
So
you've
one
got
dodge.
4 wounds.
So okay, the lictor is dead. Any follow-up moves?
I'm going to... you're stuck behind your own troops. So... I'm going to place this one here.
In close combat with a termagant or?
Yeah. The second one here. And him in close combat with them.
Okay, put him on the floor. We figured it out.
Oh, amazing capabilities of
this climbing steed.
Of the steed of Slaanesh.
Okay, and we're back at the turn 7 of the Tyranids. So guys, maybe the last round of the battle. It looks very weird, but the first thing I will do, I will flame with 4 gargoyles into the close combat. We have just figured it out, so I will hit once.
2 Demonids and
2 Demonids and 3 Termagants. So the Demonids on a hit of 4 plus to wound. Both
of them.
And the Termagants on a 4 plus as well. Okay, that means 2 Termagants are dead, and the Demonids have their 4 plus demonic aura save.
One of them.
Which one failed. Okay, and 2 Termagants are dead. Okay, then we have 3 gargoyles left. Which score in total 3 hits on the Demonid. So that means again 4 plus to wound.
One of them. And a 4 plus for me. Yep.
Yeah, and for the Termagant, okay, it's dead. And finally, the Hive turn charge the...
who is already in close combat.
Charge the army commander.
With 2 small ones, so he's got plus 2 weapon skill, 3, 4. I think that should be sufficient.
Yeah. Then I'll fight with the Termagants first, of course. But I think they are more or less cannon fodder. They have a weapon skill of 4 and 1 attack. So I have 9. But you can parry once.
So please re-roll the dice.
Okay, let's say 1 Termagant is dead. The second Termagant. Okay, the second one is dead as well.
All these 6s for the fight against the Hive Turn.
Okay, now I've got a Hive Turn. He has a total of 5 attacks.
Plus 2 dice for the dead Termagants. And I think he's got 2 close combat weapons, a bone sword and some kind of other stuff. Spine fist or
so he can parry as well. Okay, that's the total amount of attack dice. That's quite good. 2 6s and not a 1, but you have 2 6s as well.
Displace stuff. Okay, but that's in your favor if I displace at the end of close combat and displace.
Because we are not off field, so
out of the 3 inch.
Okay, so I've got a weapon skill of 9 plus charging is 10. 16, 17 plus 2
18,
is 19 in total. I've got 14.
14,
So I have 5 hits.
5 hits.
With a strength of 7.
Strength 7?
You've written plus 1.
2 plus.
So it's 2 plus to wound. So 4 wounds in total.
So strength 7 is minus 4. 4 is minus 1, 5 minus
6
2,
plus armor save.
So it's
4 times a 6 plus armor save for the Chaos Lord. None of them.
None of them. And I've got 4 displacer save on a roll of 3+, which I succeed in.
So he got one
only
wound,
one.
I think.
Yeah. So he's got 1 wound, but I have to displace.
Ooh, that is very, very crucial now. Because if the casualty places 5 or 6 inches away from the mission
and
objective.
I displace D6.
Oh my god.
That's your chance.
Yes, he's placed into the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. So all I've got left, here's your army commander, he's clearly within 3 inches of the webway portal. All I've got left is the dreadnought with a worth of 200 points, whereas you've got, and a demonette maybe, whereas you've got 300 and somewhat.
The Sergeant's conquest. I think we can close the game. It was really a very, very close game this time.
It was one of the most exciting ones. We've never played 7 rounds.
With overtime.
And I'm really lucky that our Nits made it into the
semi-final. Yeah, it's the semi-final already. Yeah.
But I have to add, I was really surprised. We've never played them before.
The Slaanesh
really surprised about the power of the Slaanesh army.
Especially the army commander, which was highly mobile with his steed of Slaanesh.
Or at the beginning of the battle.
And the demonets as well.
If I think back to the sustain fire dice, obliterating half of the Hormagon squad. Yeah.
And even the dreadnought with his half characteristics managed to wipe out completely the Hormagons with his autocannon. Yeah, that was a close one.
So 2 out of the 4 chaos powers have vanished.
Exactly, the Elder went for the semi-final and the Tyranids so far. And we still have the forces of Nurgle versus the Orcs. So green against green. Or green against mean, I don't know. And then the last battle is the powers of Tzeentch versus the ancient Necrons. Okay, stay tuned and bye-bye.
Thanks for watching.